Hello Cancer, Cancer Rising, and Cancer Moon people. This is your monthly astrological horoscope for November 2017. And a quick reminder for all of you out there, remember that these horoscopes talk about the big background energies of the whole month, and I never really put anything in these that lasts for less than 2 weeks. So if you're looking for more flavor of the week, or even daily aspects, I definitely recommend checking out your weekly horoscopes. The first half is exclusively astrology, so there is something in it for everybody. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com. So, what is going on with your astrology this month? Anyway, well, all month, we've got Mars, planet of action and energy, in your 4th house of home and family. And this can be a wonderful month for a lot of you who are looking to make some serious improvements when it comes to the way you are feeling at home in your domicile. Mars does benefit the buyer when it comes to those of you who are house hunting. There could be a lot of extra good deals out there, or if you're possibly looking for a way to drum up more cash flow to a home-based business operation, or to bring more money into the home in other ways, Mars is going to be giving you all the opportunity for that as well. However, I will say with Mars in the 4th house, it can also stir up a bit of conflict when it comes to relatives, especially when it comes to your closest relatives, your natal family, brother, sister, mother, father, things like that. So be careful not to get too aggressive or let yourself get baited into unnecessary arguments. However, with Mars in the 4th house, it can still be actually a wonderful opportunity, again, especially for people who are looking to make some improvements to their sanctuary. Even if improvements to your sanctuary means changing the policy of what goes on when it comes to the interactions in that sanctuary. On the 4th of the month, we've got a full moon in Taurus, in your 11th house of friendships and social networking. And, you know, in the first 2 weeks of the month, a lot of Cancerian people may be finding that they are not really in the mood to deal with somebody who has been considered a friend for a while anymore. And some of you may actually be doing some social pruning this month, and that's okay. You know, with a full moon in the 12th house, it's a culmination, it's an ending. It can indicate, you know, we may be taking our leave of somebody. Maybe we feel like we've just grown apart, or perhaps there's even a bigger reason behind that. You know, I've seen with full moons in the 11th house, sometimes we walk away from entire groups, or we decide that, you know what, he is just too nosy, or she is just too full of drama, and we decide that we don't want to deal with any more dysfunctional friendships from that individual. So a lot of you may actually be deciding to take your leave of somebody this week, but this full moon will shine a light on who's meant to go and who's meant to stay. So just, you know, keep an open mind, but be prepared. On the 5th of the month, we've got Mercury, planet of communications, haste and speed, moving into your 6th house of work, reputation, and physical health, Sagittarius, where he will be for the duration of the month. And wherever Mercury goes, we have fast developments, and we can see fast payoffs as well. For those of you who are trying to maybe make a health routine work for yourself, whether it comes to losing weight, toning up, or bulking up, toning down, slimming down, or trying to get a certain health system under control, this is definitely a really, really strong aspect for a lot of you. You may be seeing some early payoffs or some faster payoffs when it comes to a therapeutic regimen that you are doing, either for your body in a physical sense, or maybe even for when it comes to mental health. But either way, with Mercury in the 6th house, again, early payoffs are highly likely. This can also be really good for those of you that are looking to maybe pick up a lot of extra projects on the job. Mercury does speed up developments, whether it's, you know, developments in an interview process, a training process, or again, anything where we're trying to add up extra funds for ourselves. So this can actually turn out to be a very, very nice money on all angles with the 6th house when it comes to work and your physical health. On the 7th of the month, we've got Venus, planet of love, harmony, and attraction, moving into Scorpio, into your 5th house of love, romance, and your relationships with your kids. And with Venus, what it's going to be doing is bringing in that harmony, bringing in more love, more affection, and, you know, allowing a little bit more peace to come to this part of your chart. If you've been trying really hard to perhaps actually maybe smooth over some bumps, or maybe, you know, fix some cracks in a relationship with say, one of your children, things have been tense, you know, this can actually be a really good time to actually start having those conversations and have everyone be willing and able to listen. Venus will also be working hard on bringing more love and amorous and sensual energy into your romantic life. You know, with Venus we tend to become a bit of a magnet for love and, you know, and all of those kinds of good things, especially in the 5th house, because the focus is going to be on personal pleasure. So make sure you're putting yourself in a position to be seen. On the 18th of the month, this is only made stronger and only made better by a new moon in this 5th house of love and romance, and single Cancerian people may be finding themselves in the last 2 weeks of the month entertaining several new opportunities for a new love. Some of you may be actually dating more than one person at a time, but that's okay in the very beginning. What do I always say? If somebody says they want to marry you in the first 2 weeks, run the other way, because that red flag is on fire. But the new moon in this area of your chart will be bringing, again, yes, a new relationship opportunity to you. If you are already in a relationship, it may be changing the dynamic of this relationship. There's a new beginning on the horizon for any relationship that you're involved in, whether it's bringing you closer to an existing partner by adding an extra dimension to the relationship that you're in, or taking you and your partner into unfamiliar territory to kind of make both of you evolve, to then evolve the relationship. So there's going to be a new phase, a new era on the horizon either way. On the 21st, we do have the Sun moving into Sagittarius, again into that 6th house of work, reputation, and physical health. And when we have the Sun here, we're getting more out of our efforts. We're trying to increase the yield of what we're doing here. This is a wonderful time for some of you who've been looking for a way to consider getting more compensation when it comes to the schedule that you are in, the job that you're doing, the projects that you're finishing. Some of you may actually be deciding it's a good time for you to be maybe asking for a raise. Some of you may be looking for a way to maybe not get a full-on raise for everything that you do, but get more compensation financially, or especially working on benefits. This could be a way to adjust your benefits that you get from work. Renegotiating your benefits, renegotiating what's built into a contract or into a work agreement is likely to pay off in your favor when you have this Sun in the 6th house as well. The Sun in the 6th does again focus a lot more on the physical health side. If you are trying to, again, get, you know, we have fast results coming with Mercury, well, how about bigger results with the Sun? This would be a time to go and talk about possible new ways to, you know, actually augment, again, a therapeutic routine or maybe even a diet routine that you're in. Of course, talk to your physician, not to me, about what you may want to actually do in order to make those improvements and, again, get that bigger early payoff that you're looking for. On the 22nd of the month, and by the way, the Sun will be there all the way up till the 3rd week of December, so yeah, long-term aspect. On the 22nd of the month, we have our final aspect to discuss, and that is Neptune turning direct in Pisces, in your 9th house of government and legal proceedings, travel, broadcasting, your spiritual life, academia, higher education, and culture. And with Neptune retrograde here over the last 6 months, you've been getting a lot of secrets revealed to you about these institutions, about these activities, about the people you've been involved with in this area. And Neptune retrograde is all about revealing secrets. Sometimes a bit too much. Sometimes it can challenge relationships because it's almost transparent to the point of being uncomfortable. But with Neptune retrograde, the whole point was to educate you all about the school or the church or the government or the whatever that you've been a part of, and something that you've actually been supporting. Now, with Neptune turning direct, there's an opportunity for you to actually heal any kind of issues or hurts that may have come from all of these revealings. Whether it's something that you actually left, walked away from, or something new that you've actually joined, or something new that you've started, you're having an opportunity to get more inspiration, more creativity, and get more creative control over how your relationship with this institution and what resources you have work. Be careful, however, when it comes to Neptune in the 9th. Sometimes we can get a little bit addicted to the routine. Neptune does rule addictions, and sometimes things that aren't even, you know, stereotypically habit-forming can become habit-forming. You know, whether it's being addicted to academia and studying, being addicted to, you know, losing, I guess you could say, a sense of moderation when it comes to, you know, spiritual practice or spiritual studying. Neptune in the 9th house can, you know, can bring us to a negative extreme. However, again, this can also work out to be very, very nice for a lot of you who are on any kind of spiritual path, because again, you will be having breakthroughs there. Just remember all things in moderation and you'll be fine. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below or go to integrativemysticism.com.